There it goes. Up real quickly. There. Yeah. Oh, good to see the parabolic esports bonus still going. Alright, let's make sure the audio is going. Yep. I can hear myself loud and clear. Right. Stream's up, the chat's up, and we're all good to go. Fantastic. Hello everyone, and welcome to round 14 of the Hyperdrive Esports Division 1 series. I'm Katie1997, commentating this event, taking over for Sean today, and also happy Easter to you all as well. As today we are racing at the Hungary in Budapest, Hungary for the Hungarian Grand Prix. This 2.722 mile circuit, 14-turn racetrack is known for a reputation for being the Monaco without walls. Basically the track that has little or not very much overtaking opportunities. There are specifically only 2, maybe 3 potential spots for overtaking, mainly towards the main straight down towards turn 1, and then the second straight with the second DRS zone down towards turn 2. You can also try to do a bit of overtaking as well at turn 12, but if you're a bit ballsy enough. However, this track though has had quite a bit of drama over the past few times I've commentated / raced here, as it has proven over the other divisions that we have seen and witnessed over the course of this week. This track is known for quite a bit of attrition. You have to be very careful with the curves, especially with the known areas being turn 4, with the outside curve that can definitely eat you up and spin you out, and also the inside curve of turn 5. And then also the biggest one I probably would say as well is turn 11. You can definitely run wide through there and basically lose the car there as well. I've seen that quite a few times that happen as well. As you can see, it also is overcast. Well, not just overcast, but it is raining here in Budapest. So that's great to see indeed. Hopefully that won't be the case for the race. I have seen this quite a few times over the times I've watched Division 1 series. But yeah, like I said, I'm taking over for Sean today. Hopefully Sean's doing alright. Hopefully he'll be back tomorrow for Division 7. And of course for next week when Division 1 comes around. excuse me, comes around yet again. As far as news, I have not gotten any news from Farth in terms of what happened last week, in terms of incidents that happened in La Castellier. So I'm gonna guess the results stand as they were before. So there was a little bit of controversy that happened from last week, and that involved Sly Guy's 5-second time penalty that I saw. He got a 5-second time penalty going into the pit lane, but the game apparently decided to give him 1 mile an hour over that speed limit because the pit lane in France is 37 miles an hour. He got a 5-second penalty for the game just going over that speed limit, and while he was trying to obey it. And as a result, he lost out to the race. He actually lost out to the guy that you're watching on screen right now, Blaze. He ended up winning. Sorry. Winning that race. So, yeah, caused a little bit of outrage in the server and whatnot. But I think everything stands as far as that is concerned, with Blaze taking the win. So I got second, and if, let me make sure if I'm correct on this, just to see who got third. I think it might have been his teammate Danger Times, if I'm correct. Sorry if I'm taking a little bit long just to figure this all out too. Just bear with me. It was Jordy Boxtel. Right. Okay. So, anyway, with all that said and done, we will now focus on the Drivers' Championship. Looking at the Drivers' Championship, currently it is Danger Times that is leading on 195 points, followed by his teammate Blaze that you see on screen with 141.5 points. Not 53.5 points separating the two McLaren teammates, as V. Robbie goes to the top of the table with a 125.966. So the McLaren team is looking very strong, of course, in this division. Sly Guy in third with 136 points, followed by Epic the Animal in fourth with 121 points. Troye in fifth with 68 points, followed by Sully in sixth with 57. Chaza in seventh with 47 points. Julian in eighth is in eighth with 44.5 points. Ninth is Milan with tied, actually, I should say, with Gerdman with 40 points, but I don't think he's here for tonight, and neither is a couple others. I'll let you get to that in just a little bit. In the Constructors' Championship, McLaren is leading with 336.5 points, followed by Williams in second with 196.5 points, so 140 points separating those two. So it's looking like pretty much a runaway for McLaren in that championship, kind of like similar to AlphaTauri in Division 3. Third is Ferrari with 169 points, followed by Alfa Romeo in fourth with 110. Aston Martin in fifth with 109. Mercedes in sixth with 96. Red Bull in seventh with 82. AlphaTauri in eighth with 58. Alpine in ninth with 51.5. And 10th is Haas with 11. Now you're probably wondering why the half points are there. It's because in Silverstone, that race had to be tallied up to everyone scoring half amount of points because the game is broken and it's great. But yeah, now with that all out of the way, now we can focus on qualifying. As you can see, everyone is on the intermediate tires. That is no surprise, so we don't really necessarily need that graphic up for now. Currently leading the top of the table is Empathy Animal with a 1 minute 25.691. Then it's V. Robbie, who is in the Ferrari tonight. I've seen him reserve quite a few times, actually, in this division. He is currently in second with a 1 minute 25.966. Danger Times with a 25.994. And then Jordy Boxtel, who won last night's race in Division 2, staying fourth on the table, splitting the McLarens with a 126 flat. And then rounding up in top five is Blaze with a 126. What? Oh, okay. I thought for a minute that angle looked like to me he was going to go off the road. but I was wrong. That almost gave me a bit of a heart attack, I'm not gonna lie. Alright. And also, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, Black Box. You may see that name there in 18th. He is now a full-time driver in Division 1. He was a full-timer in Division 2, but then he got moved up. So now he's representing the Haas team for the remainder of this season. Tell you what, I'll stop this game right. We're right on board with the Alpine driver. Give you a proper tour of the racetrack. Down the main straight, doesn't have the DRS open because of the conditions. Reaching up to 100 meters, braking at 100 meters, second gear. Stinking to second, short shifting back up to fourth, third, fourth gear, up the gears towards turn 2. Braking just at the 75 meters. Second gear, hugging the apex there at turn 2. Through turn 3, a little bit of wiggle there, and then runs wide at the exit of turn 3. Up the hill towards turn 4. Fifth gear, keeping it safe through there. Into turn 5. Third gear, keeping the car pinned in the apex. Usually fifth gear, normally I've seen in dry conditions. Through 6 and 7, the chicane. Third gear all around. You'll find about. That's for an Alfa Romeo, I want to say. Through turn 8, then turn 9, using a lot of the curve there, and he has invalidated his lap time, unfortunately. There, so he will not go and set that lap. You know what? Mr. Black Box, you will do it then instead. It will give you a chance. We'll give you a guided tour. As V Robbie goes to top, go quicker with a 125.563. We'll follow on with the Haas driver then. See how he goes. Back down the main straight. 184 miles an hour, braking just at 100 meters. Second gear hugging the apex there. Third gear on the apex, short shifting to fourth gear. Down the second straight, up towards turn 2, braking at 75. Third gear, hugging the apex, very nicely done. Fourth gear, trying to find the traction there on the exit of the corner. Through turn 3, up towards turn 4, and then down fifth gear, hugging that apex there, using all the excess curve on the outside. Through turn 5, third gear, fourth gear on the exit. And then towards turn 6 and 7, the chicane. Second gear, locking up a little bit. Third gear all around. Down towards turn 8, third gear. Short shift to the fourth in the middle of the apex. Third gear back up to fourth again, using in the middle of the apex as well. Third turn 10, and then towards turn 11. Fifth gear, not using all that excess curve on the outside. Well, you use a little bit, I should say. Third turn 12, third gear back up to fourth gear on the exit. There's Robbie there trying to get out of the way of the Haas driver. Through the penultimate corner and now into the final corner, turn 14. Fourth gear, hugging the apex there. And then to the line comes the Haas. And he sets a 1 minute 27.013. Not a bad effort there from Mr. Black Box himself. As I think someone else went on top of the table there. I think that was Sloth. Yeah, I did a 126.6. And then that's followed by Tigo Elraven, I think there, who did a 25.749. And now that's followed by Julian, who did a 125.818. Not bad overall there, but hopefully we see the track conditions start to improve a little bit more as Danger Times goes to the top of the table with 125.511. That's 5/100ths quicker than what V Robbie did there. Not bad there from your current championship leader, as Pillars now goes to second with a 125.525 to 1/100th, I should say, off of him. I have no idea if it's going to be a wet race, Keza. I have not been informed as of yet in terms of what the weather is going to be. But also, hello Baguette, hello Scotty, hello Tommy as well. The GOAT is in the chat. Good to see indeed. And Kieran as well. Oh, did you change the name to WR, Kieran? ABS less OP less. Eh, depends really. I don't think ABS is that big. ABS can be a bit OP, I will say, in these conditions. Also, did I forget to? Oh, I did. I was gonna say, like, why didn't I have this up? I forgot to have the lap data up. Oops. Alright, so, let's see. The reserves tonight, I see Jordy Boxtel. Oh, look, Lynx has also joined it as well. Good to see him here. He gets to reunite with his former colleagues in the Champions League last season. Yeah, and then I mentioned Blackbox. Obviously, he's a full-timer. Let's see. Oh, shoot, did I not see Scotty? Oh, he's out of qualifying. F. I probably didn't see that. My bad. It must have happened a long time ago while I was reading through all the standings or whatnot. Yeah, because I don't pay attention to that screen, the main screen, while I'm looking through the standings. It must have happened like a long time ago. And then yeah, I was gonna say that Keza too. Tigo, Wellraven, and then Robbie also in there tonight. I think Robbie's replacing what is his name? Mr. Rage? Let me look through the standings to make sure. Yeah, Mr. Rage. And then Tigo's replacing Milan. And also today's Milan's birthday, so happy birthday to Milan if he's watching as well. I think he just turned 19 from what the server said. But yeah, Tigo is in for him tonight. Jordy Boxtel is in for Hayden, I think it is. Yeah, EVG Hayden. And then Lynx is in for Sully. No, I'm sorry, not for Sully. And Edge. There you go. Let's see, Chaz is making his way around the penultimate corner. Now towards the final corner now of turn 14. See what the Red Bull has got in store. As he comes up to the line now and sets a 1:26.6, improves by about 1.6 seconds. Not bad effort, but he's still right now in the danger zone. He needs to improve by about 2/10 in order to at least be safe. Sly Guy currently is looking like he's on a flying lap. Let's see what he's up to. The clock says for him at the end of the middle sector, he's down. Ooh, interesting. Well, he's not really improving his time. He's probably backing off a little bit. Jordy Boxtel, meanwhile, looks like he's about to get ready for a flying lap. And same with Crazy Bill behind him. Yellow flies about. I think that is for an Alfa Romeo, I want to say. Or no, that's for an Aston Martin. Jordy Boxtel, I couldn't see what the screen said. The lap counter said. I think it said he was up by over a 10th. What about Crazy Bill? Oh, he's invalidated his time. He seems alright at the moment. Oh, a little bit of a slide there from Jordy. Having a bit of a moment as Blaze has decided to retire from qualifying. Well, for the session, I should say. I think the Aston Martin that might be Nosey trying to get out of the way as Jordy Boxtel has backed out of his lap. And I think, yeah, I figured that. It was Nosey trying to get out of the way. So there you go. Cartboy, he's currently on a lap as Pillars is retired from the session. Cartboy's up by over 0.3 of a second, making his way towards the final corner now. Comes the AlphaTauri. Coming to the line now. What does the clock say for him? He improves to a 1:26.496. Not enough to get out of the danger zone just quite yet. He's only down by 8/100ths to Sully to get out of that. As Chaza, oh, he's out of qualifying. Where's Cartboard? Yeah, he's coming to the scene now. Oh dear, there he is. Yep. Ryan, that's before the apex of turn 3. That is a very interesting way to crash. I hardly ever see anyone crash like that. He must have gone on the power a little bit too much before the entry of the corner. Tigger Wellraven has decided to retire from the session, so I think he'll be alright. Sloth is curling on the lap right now, and I think that's ahead of him is it's either Epic or Julian. It's Julian. He improves to a 1 minute 25.681 for by just about a tenth and a quarter. What about Sloth? He did not improve on that lap actually. He lost out a bit of time as Nolsey has retired, so he's out of qualifying. So that leaves Cardboy. He's the only one that can try to get out of this, and unfortunately he hasn't validated his time. So he is out of qualifying. So Sully should be safe. As long as he doesn't crash out of qualifying, he'll go through to the next phase. Troy, let's see what he's doing here. He's coming around the final corner now, as I think Sly Guy just improved to 25.9. Troy goes to 13 with a 26.0. So there you go. All right, so I think with that, qualifying should be over for Q1 at least. The guys out of qualifying is Carboy, Chazza, Nolsey, and Scotty, all out of qualifying. But Chazza would have been out anyways because he crashed out at the apex of turn 3. Scotty, I have no clue what happened to him, but I think he must have done that. Like I said, I think he did that while I was reading the standings and whatnot. Alright, so well, I think we'll just wait for Joey Bostel to cross the line. See what he does. He crosses the line now. Oh, and he goes quickest overall with a 125.405. Well, there you go. A Division 2 driver right now is on top of the table. How about that? And I think Sly Guy just improved even more there to a 25.620. I'm sure he's got plenty of time to find in that tank. So there you go. There is Q1 done and dusted. And there are your drivers eliminated. Sully. Oh, Sully actually was eliminated. Oh, so... Oh, okay. Shoot, I did not catch that. So it was a timing error, right. Okay. So, Carboy is actually through to Q1. Through Q1. Sully is out. Shazza, Nolsey, and Scotty. Ah, for goodness sake. I should have known that. That glitch always gets me sometimes. Whenever there's that stupid timing error. Where, like, the clock, it's like, it says it runs out, but it legit isn't. For everyone else. It's whatever. But anyway, well, now we move on to Q2. How are the conditions this time? Ugh, still the same. Are you all still on intermediates? Yes, you all are on intermediate tires. So that probably means then, since the conditions are not improving, that we are definitely looking like a free tire choice for the race, if that is the case. I swear, I feel like the division that gets the most wet weather conditions has to be Division 1. It has to be. Like, there's no cap for that. Kevin's saying Sly Guy is sandbagging. Yeah, let's see if he puts out the sandbags. I'm very keen to see what he can actually do. Speaking of which, he's the second car on track, and right ahead of him is Kart Boy in the AlphaTauri. Hey, Swanee! Where you at, Swanee? How you doing, my guy? Good to see you in the chat. Oh, you got pulled by 410 in the dry, Scotty. Alright. Yeah, I feel like that's what a lot of drivers do. If you do practice, you do practice most of the dry, because it's like you want to get the best out of yourself in the dry conditions. That's what I feel. Keza. You're 6, telling Swatty he's 16, he needs to go to sleep. You mean old as my parents? Jeez. Anyways, we'll run along with Sly Guy. See what he fares here in Q2. Down the main straight, up towards turn 1, which are about 185 miles an hour. Third gear's quickly go up to fourth gear on the exit, but has a bit of a wiggle on the exit there. Up towards turn 2, walking up a little bit. Second gear, quickly back up to fourth on the apex. So he went to second to get that extra rotation in the middle of the apex. Up towards turn 4, fifth gear, up to sixth gear, using up the full width of the racetrack through turn 5, fifth gear on the exit. More wiggling there. You can see him just wrestling the car there a little bit as he's going through the corners. Through the chicane, up towards turn 8, then turn 9. Fifth gear on the exit. Now towards turn 10. Should be simple there. Turn 11, fifth gear, sixth gear on the exit. Up towards turn 12, third gear on the entry, second gear back up to third on the exit of the corner. Ultimate core now. Hugging the apex there, very nicely done indeed. Oh, a little bit more wiggling there from the Ferrari. Now around to the foul core now. Up towards the line. What does the clock say? It's a 26-1. Followed by Pillars, who beats that by 0.4 of a second. Well, about close to 0.4 of a second. With a 125.768. Julian goes to second with a 25.8, followed by V. Robbie with a 25.900. Links though, however, goes second with a 25.780. So he's about 12 1,000ths off of Pillars at the moment. Still a good competitive time. As Danger Times, the championship leader, goes to the top of the table with a 125.683. Thank you there for the 100 bits there, Mr. Wilson. Very nicely done indeed. Eagle Weller, I'm about to cross the line next as Black Box goes to 10th with a 126.558. Was the AlphaTauri gun store here? Crosses the line to the 127.7. There's Troy A and the Aston Martin making his way to the penultimate corner now. Yellow flags about that is for McLaren. I think that might be for either Blaze or Danger Time. It might be Danger Times getting out of the way. Troy around the final corner now. Up towards the line, so it's a 26-0. Oh, never mind. That was actually, yeah, it was actually Blaze. I was just making sure. I was confused for a minute. Making sure I was thinking that was the right McLaren getting out of the way. Robbie's getting ready to get back in another flying lap. Sly Guy improves to a 25.906. The Alpines did their last crazy build with a 25.952, and Sloth with a 25.956. So both Alpines are separated by just 0.4 of a second currently, but they are safe for the very moment. Jordy Boxall right now getting ready to set his flying lap. He was the quickest overall in Q1. What's he got in store for this time? Through turn 2. Up towards turn 3. Keeping the the car nice and steady there. Look more steadier than what Sly Guy dealt with, but he's not purple through the first sector, as Blaze also improved to a 25.730. A little bit of a wiggle there you saw there from the Haas car through turn 5. Through 6 and 7, the chicane up towards turn 8 and 9 comes the Haas car. Through turn 9, up towards turn 10. 6th gear, back down to 5th. What does the clock say for him? I can't see because the comment section is blocking the way. I think he was at a minute, 0.7, I want to say. There in that middle part. Through turn 13, up towards... sorry. Up towards turn 13, the penultimate turn, and then to turn 14 as V-Robbie goes to the top of the table with a 125.435. Joey Boxall, though, next across the line, and it is a 125.484. Ooh, so close. As Blaze now goes to the top with a 125.34. Excuse me, 125.8. Gosh, 384. Goodness me, I can't speak today, apparently. Ugh. And I think Danger time to swap places with Jordy as he goes to a 25.443. Empathy Animal getting ready for his flying lap in a moment. Tigo Well Raven up by 4/10. Proves to a 26 flat. Proved by just about 1.7 seconds. The Animal getting ready for flying lap. The American hasn't set a lap time just yet. This will be his first and only flying lap in the moment. Here he comes down the main straight towards turn 1 at reaching up to about 185 miles an hour at the braking zone. Through turn 1, 2nd gear, back up to 3rd, up the gears towards turn 2. Keep the car on the inside, 2nd gear, keeps it in 2nd. Through turn 3, nice and steady there from the Williams. Up towards turn 4, what does the clock say? He's at a 29.8 at the very moment. Rounding turn 5, 3rd gear. Keep the car nice and steady there, gently on the throttle. Through turn 6 and 7, 2nd gear, not 3rd gear like I've seen everyone else do. Through turn 8, then turn 9, 4th gear back down to 3rd. Up the gears through turn 10, then turn 11. 5th gear, up the gear to up to 6th gear on the exit, I should say. He's at a minute 7 through the middle sector, through the penultimate corner now, hugging the apex there, very nicely done indeed. To the final turn now of turn 14, 3rd gear, keeping in the 3rd, right of the final corner now, up towards the line, and he goes quickest overall with a 1 minute 25.364. Very solid effort indeed. Crazy Bill, he's currently on a flying lap. What does the clock say for the Alpine driver? He's up by 8/100ths through the first sector, and he almost loses it. Oh, goodness me. Loses it there coming out of turn 4. He backs out of it. Thankfully, he didn't result in crashing out. I don't know if he got damaged though from touching just that slight bit of contact on the wall. You can see his front wing's fine, but it looked like to me he hit a little bit of the wall. But like I say, you never know with this game because as a spectator you can't really see the damage sometimes, even though the driver does know that he, well, technically he doesn't, because sometimes there's this phantom damage that what Jeff doesn't tell you whether you got damage or not. And I think that's an indication to me that he did get damage. He's going back into the pits. So he'll come back in and get that fixed. See, Epic is not improving, so he's not going to be staying another lap at the moment. Pillars is getting ready for a flying lap right now. And I think Lynx, no, he was on a flying lap. He backed out because he's invalidated. Sly Guy, he is on a flying lap right now at the moment. Currently sitting in 10th. Coming through the penultimate turn right now. Second gear. Short shifting back up to fourth. Does that very quickly too. Through the through the final corner now. What does the clock say for the Ferrari driver? To the line, and he is quickest overall with a 1 minute 25.72. It's 2:72. Sorry. Jordy Boxler, meanwhile, improved to a 1:25.368. Currently saying third quickest overall. As we've got yellow flags about, obviously that's for Sly Guy getting out of the way of the Williams car there. And he's got Jordy Boxler behind. He's also got an Alpine behind as well, Sloth. So they've got to get out of the way too, because he's also on a flying lap. From what I can see, there you go. Very nicely job there by the both of them. What does the clock say for Sloth? He's up by about nearly 9/100ths to the first sector. Yeah, a little bit of a traffic jam you can see there, as there's Black Box now going through. Try to give it a little bit of a wave to Sly Guy as well as he makes his way through turn 4. Right now we're focusing on Sloth. Coming through turn 9 towards turn 10. Through turn 11. What does the clock say for him? He is up by nearly 0.3 of a second through the middle sector. This would get him out of the danger zone. His teammate Crazy Bill will get ready for a flying lap very soon. Making his way through the penultimate turn. Now we're on to the final corner now. Up to the line comes the Alpine. Goes 7th quickest overall. As Troy, I think, improved to a 25.711. Black Box goes to 10th with a 125.743. And you want to know how close this is at the very moment? It is very close indeed. Separated by about 6.5 tenths. Not bad. Not bad overall. Crazy Bill right now getting ready for a flying lap. He's currently in the danger zone. He needs to find about 3. No. Oh, he has a bit of a slide there at turn 1. He manages to catch the car there. Very good catch from the Alpine. I was gonna say he needs to find about like 2/10 if he needs to, if he wants to go through. Well, he's not going to get through with that because he's invalidated after running wide at turn 3. I think he'll have enough time to go again, but still, that's not great for him, at least for the moment. Tigo Wellraven is up by over 2.5 tenths through the middle sector, making his way through turn 13, then to the penultimate corner of turn 13. I said turn 13 before him. I meant turn 12, I think. Out of the fall corner now. On the power towards the line, and he's close. He's goes third quickest overall. Lane still went quickest, second quickest overall with a 25.301. Sly Guy is invalidated. Crazy Bill getting ready for another flying lap. Pillars is up by about 2.5 tenths. I think that was to the first sector. What does the clock say for him through the middle? He's up by well over half a second through the middle sector. At this rate, he's looking at probably getting towards the top 3 at this point. Right in the penultimate turn. Now to the final turn comes the Mercedes-Benz. Third gear on the power, opens, I was going to say open the DRS, but there's no DRS. But anyways, he goes quickest overall with a 125.095. As Epic the Animal and Jordy Boxel have retired from their sessions. Blaze is coming in. Tigo Wellraven, what does the clock say for him? He's invalidated, unfortunately. Blaze, he's up by about 2 tenths. Crazy Bill, he's not going to qualify. He has lost it at the exit of turn 7. That's his qualifying done. Black Box, he's up by 2/100. Yikes. My bad. That's a boo-boo on my part. Anyways, Black Box does not improve. He stays 13. Blaze is up by about 5/100ths through the middle sector. And Sly Guy improves to 25.011. Blaze stays 10th. Can Cartboy beat him? The answer is no. He goes back into the pits. So, the guys that are now eliminated from Q2 is Troye, Sloth, Black Box, Crazy Bill, and Cartboy. They're all out of qualifying. I'm honestly a little bit surprised to see a few of these names actually be eliminated, but it's close though. It's very, very close indeed. 9.5 tenths separates from P1 to P14. Very, very close. And actually, what's it overall? 1.2 seconds separating those two, the top 15. And yes, that is correct there, Keza. 4 of them are in the top 10 from Division 2. Robbie, Delanks, Tigo, and Jordy Boxtel. And there you guys eliminated there. Troye, Sloth, Black Box, Crazy Bill, and Cartboy. I'm just going to do something real fast here. Just adjust my output device. There we go. Yeah, I usually like to have, whenever I commentate, I usually like to have my audio amplified into my headset rather than outside. Because whenever your controller dies, sometimes it amplifies your audio outside the television. But that's only when someone's in a party with, excuse me, with you. Right, still intermediate conditions. Right, now onto the top 10 shootout for Q3. The fight for pole position. And on store we've got 2 Ferraris, 2 McLarens, a Mercedes-Benz, 2 Williams, an AlphaTauri, and an Alfa Romeo. And now time to get your pole predictions up. Who do you think will it be? Will it be Pillars, Sly Guy, Jordy Boxtel, Danger Times, or do you think it'll be someone else? Well, votes now before the halfway mark of Q1, or it's not Q1, to Q3. I see we also got about 13 viewers watching, 39 viewers watching. 13 plus just joined, so welcome along, and also happy Easter to all of you as well. Currently, as I can see, Sly Guy and someone else. Who do you think that someone else is? I'm guessing if they're saying someone else, it's probably Epic the Animal or Blaze. Is gonna be my rough guess. Let's see. Epic is the first car out on track. And there's Jillian behind. That's actually someone else I forgot to mention too. That could be that other somebody else. Because I've seen him be very, very quick there around here, Julian. That's why you really love making these little donations. Alright, up at the Animal, getting ready for a flying lap. There's his teammate behind us. Blaze nearly has a moment there, the exit of the final turn. Through turn 1, and there's a Ferrari that's going slowly. That's probably Sly Guy, I think, giving himself a bit of breathing space. Through turn 2, up towards turn 3 comes the Williams. Keeping the car very stable there indeed. The clock says he's at 29.7. He was purple, but I think that might have been by his teammate behind him. Through turn 5, up towards the chicane of 6 and 7. Very nicely done indeed. car. Well and stable. That car does look very good and stable and pretty quick as well in these conditions. Through turn 10 up towards turn 11. 5th gear. Clock says from he's on a minute 7 at the moment. Through turn 12 to turn 13. 2nd gear, hugging the apex there a little bit. Using a bit of the wide line at the edge of the corner. Rounding the final corner now comes the Williams. To the final turn, up towards the line, and it's a 1 minute 25.397. That is the benchmark for the moment. As Julian goes to second with a 25.727. Pillars second with a 25.398. That is 1/1000th off of Epic the Animal. That's close. Danger times 125.432. Sly Guy obliterates that with a 125 flat right off the bat in Q3. Robbie coming around the final turn now up towards the line. He does a 125.353. So it's looking like a Ferrari 1-2 at the moment. Rail Raymond hasn't set a lap time yet. He must have invalidated on the last lap. What does the clock say for him? I think he's at a 30.008. Not very quick as some of the other drivers I've seen do at that first sector. Epic the Animal, he's up by 5/100ths through the middle sector. What about Julian? He's invalidated his time. Blaze, he's up by 2.5 Danger times right behind, a little bit behind. Just to make his way to the middle sector now. He's invalidated, unfortunately, running wide there at turn 11. Epic the Animal coming towards the line now, and he sets a 1 minute 25.389. He lost a little bit of time there as Julian goes back into the pits. Blaze improves with a 125.093. He's 3/100ths off of Silly Sly Guy. He splits the Ferraris, though, however, for the very brief moment. Sly Guy has invalidated, so he's going to go again. Links to the line to get ready for a flying lap. He's currently staying with a 125.631 in 8th place at the moment. Sly Guy right behind. See, Epic the Animal, he's well down, so he's not really improving. Blaze, he was up by 100th, but he's invalidated his time. Jordy Box still making his way through turn 5 up towards turn 6 and 7. Through turn 8, then turn 9, up towards turn 10, using all that excess curve there on the outside. Through turn 11, what does the clock say for the Haas driver? He's up by 0.3 seconds through the middle sector. Apparently purple as well. He needs to find another couple of tenths in order to challenge for pole position on Silly Sly Guy. Oh, has a little bit of a wiggle there at the exit of turn 13. But can he find all that time in the final sector? Up towards the line now. The answer is no. He lost a little bit of time there, I think. He was up by 0.4 at the end of the 3rd sector. Links up to the line now. Sets at 125.481. As Sly Guy improves to a 124.908. We're into now the 124s. Well, Raven goes to, well, he stays at 10th with the 25.771. Robbie currently 4th with a 125.121. As the track is now, I think it's going to calm down just for a little bit. Everyone's just going to be on their end laps, get some more fuel, and then obviously get filled up for the last bit of qualifying. Julian is on an out lap at the moment, currently staying in 9th. He needs to find, well, about 7.5 tenths to get pole position. So far, if you're looking like a vote for Silly Sly Guy, you're looking like a genius at this point. There's been 5 votes so far for Silly Sly Guy. He has been winning this vote unanimously. Pillars right now currently has 0. Jordy has 1, David Times has 1, and there's 2 for whoever the other person they think it is. Let's see here, Julian through turn 3. What does the clock say for the Williams driver? He is up by over 1/10 of a second. Through turn 4. Then turn 5. Keeping the car pinned and steady. Up towards turn 6 and 7, 3rd gear all around. And then up towards turns 8 and 9, 4th gear. Back down to 3rd, short shifts back up to 4th on the apex. Through turn 10, then turn 11, 5th gear. In the middle of the apex, so the clock says he's up by nearly half a second through the middle sector. He needs to find a little bit more time. He needs a mega 3rd sector if he wants to challenge pole position against Silly Sly Guy. Through the penultimate turn, now the final turn, comes the Williams driver. Keeping the car hugged on the inside, on the power, towards the line. It's a 1:25.1. He improves by about 5.5 of a second. It's only good enough for 5th, at least for the moment. His teammate right now is on an outlap. Blaze and the other McLaren, he's on outlap, but his teammate and the other McLaren, Danger Times, is on a lap at the moment. He was up by over 1/10 through the 1st sector. What does the clock say for the middle sector? He is, oh shit, I can't see that. Comment section was up as soon as I was trying to read that. I think he's still up though. I want to say. There's Miss Becca there, rooting for the Mercedes-Benz team. Of course, she used to be a Mercedes-Benz driver for Division 3 before she dropped out. Danger Time's up towards the line, and he sets a 1:25 and 1:86. He currently sits 6th quickest overall, but still not a bad effort. Still have more time to find, maybe. Blaze getting ready to set his flying lap right now. Currently sitting at a 1:25.093. He just needs to find about a 10th and 3/4 in order to get pole position. Sly Guy's on that lap as well. Lynx is getting right behind. Same with Jordy Boxtel and Pillars. They're all on their flying laps now. Sly Guy has won the vote only just by whoever someone else is supposed to be. By just 1 vote. Clock says for him, he is... Can you guys not do any comments while they go through the sectors? That would be nice. I think he was up though. I want to say he was up. 50 seconds left on the clock here in qualifying for Q3. As Blaze makes his way through the middle sector through turns 9. Now up to turn 10. Then turn 11. Julian improves to 5th with a 1:25.158. And I cannot see what the clock says because again the comment sections keep popping up every time a car goes through a sector. But I want to say he's still up through the penultimate turn. Then towards the final turn now comes the McLaren driver. See him also representing that George Russell helmet there. Up towards the line comes the McLaren. The clock says he's so close. He's at a 1:24.974. Meanwhile, Jordy Boxtel goes for 25.107 as Pillars goes to pole position with a 1:24.850. Where's Silly Sly Guy? He's invalidated. His qualifying is done. It is officially done for Silly Sly Guy. Robbie is up by a 1/10 of a second through the 1st sector. What does the clock say for him in the middle? He's invalidated, unfortunately. He's done with qualifying. Epic the Animal, though, won't be behind him as Seago goes to 9th with a 1:25.4, improving ahead of Lynx. Epic the Animal, what can he do as he's coming towards the penultimate turn, now rounding the fall, about to round the final corner now. Comes the Williams. Can he get pole position here? Up towards the line, and it is not enough. He misses out by just about half a tenth. Just half a tenth for pole position. Julian, though, was very close as well. Missed out by 3/100ths. But it is Pillars on pole position here in Budapest. Never mind that, as Danger Times goes to pole position. The championship leader is now on pole with a 1 minute 24.838. He beats out Pillars by 12/1000ths of a second. Pillars now falls back with a 1:24.716. Oh, we got the timing glitch again, haven't we? But anyways, that's pole position for Pillars. Unbelievable. What a qualifying session. Julian goes into the pits. He's done with qualifying. Top five separated by 0.2 of a second. Actually, top six, I should say, by 2.5 of a second. What's a qualifying that is? Pillars on pole position. Whoever that one person is that voted for Pillars, well, I think you are a genius. Wow. Pole position by about 1/10 of a second. That is a mega lap there from Pillars. Danger Times, though, goes to second there with a 24.8. Missed out by just about over 1/10. There'll be Julian, Sly Guy, Epic the Animal rounds up the top five. Jordy Boxtel, Blaze, Robbie, Tigo Wellraven, and Lynx. All done and dusted there for Q3. Unbelievable. Oh, right. Ah, it was you, X. You were the one that voted for him. Well, my good sir, you are the genius then. Very well done, very respected to you. Yeah, Pillars was, I think, definitely well under the radar, for sure, for everyone's vote for pole, but goodness me, what a lap that is. I mean, it's a shame I wasn't on board with him at the time, but my gosh. But yeah, then again, we did have that timing error, of course, where the clock, well, it says it expires, but then I forget that that's not what it actually is. But anyways, it is what it is. Oh. Oh. Poor Pillars. Pity vote. I'm sure he'll find out once we get to the... Maybe once he looks at the comment section. If he does bother to watch the stream with this. Right. Let's see what everyone is on. Well, jeez, we've got quite a bit of variety then, do we? So, let's run you through the order. Pillars is on the medium tires. He's starting on pole position. Danger Times, your championship leaders in second. He's on the mediums. Julian, he's going to go to the soft tires. So he's going to try to go aggressive off the start. But those tires are going to be burned off very quickly. So, see how long he can last on that tire. Sly Guy is in fourth. He's on the mediums. Epic the Animal, who's going very slowly for whatever reason. He is in fifth on the medium tire. Jordy Box still in sixth with medium tires on. And not pole position like he was last night. So, there you go. Blaze is going to go to the hard tires at the start. Interesting. So, he's starting seventh on the hards. Robbie on the soft tire. That's what he started on last night, too. When he was outside the top 10, he started on the soft tire. He worked his way up to the top places when he started in 11th. Tigo Wellraven, he started in 9th on the mediums. Lynx is starting on the soft compound tire. Troy in 11th is on the medium tire. Sloth in 12th on the mediums. Black Box on the hards in 13th. Crazy Bill in 14th on the mediums. Cart Boy on the mediums in 15th. Sully in 16th, he's on the hards. Chazza on the mediums in 17th. Nulzy 18th on the hards. And Scotty on the mediums. Alright, a little bit slow there. Righto. Now we get all the cars lined up to their respective grid slots, and we will be ready to race here in the Hungary. 35 laps to come here. 19 cars on track. Very good for attendance, especially considering the fact this is also Easter today. So, obviously, very good day to get very good time to hang out with your family. Watch the race here on Easter. Anyway, here we go. We got the 5 red lights to come on here for the Hungarian Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go, and it's Pillars that gets a decent start off the line. He'll go lead the field in turn 1. Actually, maybe Danger Times might have something to say about that as they now make their way towards the first quarter. 3 abreast, though, as they make their way through turn 1 between the Williams, McLaren, and the Ferrari down towards turn 2. And we've got some shenanigans going on down towards the midfield. Julian, though, has made his way up into second place. What a start there on the soft tire. Danger Time is up to third. Robbie, though, is up to 5th place already on the soft tire. Lynx is up to 7. Make that 6 as they made their way through turn 4. I think there was a car that just went off there. Who was that? I swear I thought I saw someone go off very wide there. Could be Tigo, I guess, but he's all the way down the order. He's down to 17. Making their way through the middle sector now through turn 9 into turn 10. Pillars leads as we got Chazza. I think he's gone off at turn 7. He gets going again. He's all the way down to last. Through turn 12. Robbie, I think, is going past his teammate. Slugger, I think, just lets him through as he is on the softer tire. Making their way through turn 13 through 14. Pillars leads, but only just by about 2.5 tenths of a second to Julian. Julian is trying to bring the pressure on the Mercedes-Benz. He's trying to use the slipstream to get past him, using all that battery. He's going to go down the inside. He goes deep, but I think he might have overshot that a little bit. Pillars is alongside him as they make their way through turn to turn 2. They're still side by side, heading into turn 2. Pillars on the outside, Julian on the inside. He has the grip, and he takes the lead of the Hungarian Grand Prix. Pillars has to stay behind in second. Danger Times is in third. He's under pressure from B. Robbie as they make their way through turn 4. Lynx is up to 5th place after getting past Sly Guy. So the soft runners making those tires work off the start. Up at the end, was in 7th at the moment. Jordy Bostle's dropped down to 8th place, down to 9th place. Not been the greatest start there for the McLaren driver. Troy is in 10th. Sloth at 11th. Scotty, though, has made his way up into 12th place after starting at 19th. What a start there from the Mercedes-Benz. Crazy Bill at 13th. Black Box, Cart Boy, Tigo, Sully, Nolsey, and Shazza. That's your order, at least for the time being. Julian is starting to pull a bit of a gap now to Pillars. He's got about a second lead to the Mercedes-Benz as he sets the fast lap of the race with a 1 minute 17.857. Making their way to turn 1. DRS is also now enabled. Turn 1, then making their way to turn 2. There's only one detection zone out of this whole track, and that is at the entry of turn 14. That can be used only for those 2 DRS zones. Julian, though, is pulling away. He's got a 1.2 second lead. Danger Times, though, is under pressure from V. Robbie. As V. Robbie, who is also on the soft tire, is trying to bring pressure on that Ferrari car. Making their way through the chicane now. Comes the rest of the field. Yeah, this whole thing, you can pretty much just follow at this point. Not really much overtaking you can do through this bit of the track. You just have to follow as much as you possibly can. Robbie doesn't go for anything. No, he's not close enough. He was very aggressive off the start from last night's race. Surprisingly, he hasn't been the. Oh, he is all over the back of that McLaren. I think Danger Times, though, will get DRS as Pillars is not keeping up with the Williams as Robbie goes wide because of the dirty area. He has to be compromised there. by the McLaren. Danger Time, though, has DRS, but he is not close enough. Those two are really close to one another there, the McLaren and the Ferrari. Up towards turn 2. Robbie trying to look to the right side. He's going to go to the outside of turn 2. And now we'll have the inside line of turn 3. Does he get through? He does. I think he pushed Danger Time wide off to the grass even. But Robbie is through. He's up into third. It was quite aggressive there from B. Robbie. But he made it work. He's up to third. His next target will be Pillars in second place. So you got this little train of cars from Pillars to about Sly Guy, who's sitting in sixth place, I should say. Epic the Animal isn't too far behind, but he's about 1.2 seconds behind this whole train of cars in front of him. Now make the way down the main strip. Robbie has DRS. He's using up the battery as well. He's closing in on the Mercedes-Benz. He's going to go to the inside, and he should be able to get through as Carboy has left the session. He must be having a bit of internet issues. Sloth gets past Scotty. That is for 11th place. Robbie gets into second place ahead of the Mercedes-Benz. Oh, and a little bit of a wiggle there from Robbie as well. Coming out of turn 3. Got to be very careful with that curve for sure. I think there might be a critical state now where the tires might be reaching the phase of losing out a bit of performance, the soft tires. They burn up quite quickly around this racetrack. Through turn 9, then turn 10. Yeah, between first and second is 2 seconds and still slightly increasing. Pillars, though, will get DRS, I think, within about that, underneath that 1 second range. He will get DRS. Will he try to push to get past the Ferrari? He's using a bit of battery. He's low on battery as well. You can see that on the dashboard. It's not close enough to do anything against the Ferrari. However, Robbie is out of battery. You can see the flashing red light on the back of the Ferrari for sure. Making the way down towards turn 12. Epic the Animal has caught up to the train ahead, so he's down in 7th place at the moment. As Black Box is switching places, he's dropped down to 16th place, I should say. Getting passed by, I think he got passed by Wellraven and Sully there, according to that timing screen. Lap 6 of 35 here in Budapest. Cars are pretty close to one another, at least for the time being. Julian's lost a tiny bit of time. He's lost about a couple of tenths, I've just noticed. Maybe the tires are starting to hit their phase a little bit. Pillars does not have DRS, or he's not in DRS range at the moment. And going wide is Lynx as he almost chops the nose of the Ferrari there. After running wide there at turn 13. He's gone all over. He'll get DRS. Pillars, I don't think, has DRS. Here comes Danger Times. He's going to go down the right side, and he takes 3rd place away from the Mercedes-Benz. Here comes Sly Guy. And they made contact. Sly Guy is around. And he tumbles down the order. He's down to 11th. That was quite opportunistic, I think, from Sly Guy, from what I saw. That wasn't really going to work. And as a result, he's down now to 12th place. I think that was a little bit opportunistic there from Sly Guy. It wasn't going to work there. Or it could have been, well, I only caught a quick glimpse of him spinning. It was either one, he made an opportunistic move, or two, he probably had the door closed on him by Lynx. As Carboy has now rejoined the session. That's why the intervals have disappeared. Danger Times' next target is V Robbie, currently staying in second place. He has DRS, not using any battery. Look at the battery he's got. He's got about, I want to say about 80-odd%. Yeah, about 86%. He's got quite a bit of battery left in that tank. Oh, Robbie goes very wide there. That was at the exit of turn 2. I think those tires are starting to fall off the cliff at this point. Oh, I mean, it depends on your opinion there, Keza. Hey, Liam, you gotta be careful with foul language. I think it's deleted. Anyway, back up to the leading pack. Danger Times is closing in on V Robbie. Julian has slightly pulled away. The gap is 2.5 seconds. Separating the top two. Danger Times trying to close in. See all that carpet of rubber there? That's it. Turn 13. It's Crazy Bill gets a 3-second time penalty. Multiple ways. Yeah, you can see Robbie. He is struggling for grip with those soft tires. Here comes Danger Times. He'll get through with absolute ease. He's up into second place, ahead of the Ferrari. His next target then will be Julian in the Williams. Pillars is trying to close in on Robbie. Robbie trying to get some grip with those softs, but he might be reaching the phase at this point. He might have been pushing a little bit too hard with those soft tires. That was what he was doing at the start of the race. Seconds between the top two. Sloth gets a 3-second time penalty, so 3-second penalties for both the Alpines. Pillars is trying to close in on Robbie. Robbie's losing a little bit of ground. He's a little bit out of DRS range from the McLaren. Pillars has got DRS range. Robbie's still strong. Oh, he parks the car there on the apex. Here comes Pillars, and into the pits goes Lynx and Julian. Get off those tires. I would have pitted if I were Robbie. He might be under pressure now from Epic the Animal, as he's going to make his way down towards turn 2. And, oh, not close enough. Traffic wants to get past him at this point. But yeah, Robbie just struggling on those tires. Oh, hello there, Mrs. Vintage. Good to see you're in the chat as well. And up towards turn 8 and turn 9. Gap right now is just 4/10 separating Epic the Animal and V Robbie. Robbie's still struggling on that soft tire. Let's see. Julian, he fitted for mediums. What did Lynx fit on? Mediums as well? Yeah, medium tires. As Robbie now goes into the pits to get off of those tires. Now it's Danger Times in the lead. Pillars, Epic the Animal, Cody Boxtel, Blaze is in 5th on the hard tire. He's looking very good indeed. And down the inside comes Sly Guy and Scotty. He's trying to claw his way back up the field a little bit after what happened earlier between him and Lynx. Yellow flag, that's Bill. He's out of the race. He's crashed at the exit of turn 1, and it's a virtual safety car. There he is there. How is that a... Now we got a full safety car. It's evolved to a full safety car. Well, this has hurt the soft runners. That's for sure. Lynx and Robbie trying to sort their places out. Yeah, the soft runners that pitted, well, they've been screwed. I do agree, Keza. GT7 is fun. I do enjoy the game. The only problem is that online is just broken. It's just so broken at this point. You can't do qualifying or anything. You can't even save your lobby settings. That's the one thing I hate about the game. Hopefully they'll fix that in the next update. But yeah, other than that, I have enjoyed it a little bit. Alright, into the pits comes... No, not GT7 at the moment. They don't have that updated. Anyway, into the pits comes the rest of the field. Blaze is going into the pits as well, so the tires are going to double stack. Hard tires for danger times. Sly Guy stays out. Interesting there on that strategy call. Epic the Animal goes in instead of hards. Cody Box on a set of hards. Blaze on a set of mediums, and he's definitely going to be very quick. Actually, Julian gets ahead of his teammate. So it didn't really necessarily hurt him. Oh yeah, it makes sense because he did pit earlier than Lynx and Robbie. So he didn't really get caught up in traffic probably. That makes a lot of sense. So he's in 4th, Epic's in 5th, Jordy is in 6th place, Blaze is in 7th, but on the medium tire. He can carry those tires to the end, I know he can. I almost did, I remember in Division 4 when there was a safety car, I pitted for, I was starting on hard tire, then I went to the mediums on lap 10 or 11, and I was feeling good towards the end of the race. So I think he can carry those to the end. And I could say the same story with Robbie and Lynx. They can definitely carry those tires to the end, I know they can. Scotty is on the hards, Sloth is on the hards, Tiga Wellraven's on the hards, Sully's on the mediums, Black Box is on the mediums, Snellsy on the mediums, Chaz on the hard tire, and Cartboy. Oh dear. He is not having a great day with his internet, is he? Yeah, 2014, F1 2014, that was terrible. I will say that. Yeah, 14, I remember F1 2014, like, the cars just sounded terrible. They sounded, I mean, it was like the first time of the turbo hybrid. What is Sly Guy doing? Trying to get alongside the safety car? Telling the virtual Myland to just speed up a little bit, I guess. Yeah, sport races does, Liam. I'm talking about online racing, like when you do multiplayer. Yeah, you can't really do qualifying because that option's not available. So, like, let's say if you wanted to do a race, whatever lap times you did in practice, say, what you said, they put that for the race if you do that, rather than doing qualifying. It's a bit silly, I think. But yeah, like I said, I hope they fix that. Sure. And also, like, let's say if you were to reset the lobby settings, you can't do that either. You can't really change the lap car. I don't think you can even change the settings, like the next track. So, like, let's say if you wanted to go from, let's say, Dragon Trail Seaside to Bathurst, you can't really do that. You have to make another lobby for it. Yeah, it is awful, I agree. It's completely awful. Anyway, enough GT7 talk. Safety car is in this lap. So there goes the virtual Burt Mylander. Sly Guy will lead the field. He hasn't pitted yet, but he's currently the guy that is leading at the moment. And I think he's going now. We are back under green flag racing. Sly Guy leads from Danger Times, then Pillars, then Julian, then Epic the Animal, who is under pressure from both Blaze and Jordy Box still. Making their way through turn 1. Very controlled restart. Here comes Tony Foxwell down the inside of Epic the Animal. He tries to get along the outside of the Williams. They're close, but they get through with ease. What about the mid? Nice move there from the fast driver. Blazing behind Epic the Animal. And now make their way through turn 4, up towards turn 5. Danger Times is on the back of the Ferrari car. So is the rest of this whole group of pack of cars making their way through the middle sector. Pillars has got Julian for company. These two met each other in the first few laps. Now they get to meet each other again. Sector 2, yellow flag. That's for Sully. He has spun at turn 11. Gets it going again. And not a great restart as... Oh, what has happened? Blaze, Epic the Animal. They've collided. They're out. And we've got a safety car. They've both collided at turn... sorry, not the penultimate turn. At turn 14. They've collided and they're out. I wasn't on them at the time. I was on Sully. Or I think I was on Sully and then I was up to the leaders until the crash happened. But yeah, they both collided. They're out of the race. Well, that's interesting. Lynx has been disqualified for getting a place. What? What? He's been disqualified. I have never seen that before. How many places did he gain? What? Lynx has been disqualified for gaining a... Hold on. He quarter cut it and gained a place. How was that a disqualification? Normally when that happens, you get like a 5-second penalty and a gained place. So that guy is in. What? That's a first for me. Hard Tire's going on for Sly Guy. He's going to be tumbling down the order for sure. I've never seen that before. That's ridiculous. I don't need. Did he even gain a place? Because I don't think. I'm confused in terms of what I just saw. Right, so Lynx is saying that the safety car was stuck in the middle of the track, so he had to overtake it off the track. So he went. Okay, so apparently he went off the track and corner. Okay, but how is that a disqualification? Is my question. I have never seen that before, ever. I am really baffled by what I just saw there. Wow. Yeah. That's literally all I could say, is wow. What on earth? So yeah, Blaze and Epic collided. They're out of the races. Sly Guy's going back into the pits. I think he's going to go switch to the medium tire from the way it looks. So that means he'll be down to 14. Yep, medium tire's going on. Away goes the Ferrari. I've honestly have never seen that ever. How do you get disqualified for corner cutting and gain a... I don't get that. I do agree, that is BS. I'm sorry for you though, Lynx. I've literally never seen that. Gosh, this game. This game is something else. It continues to amaze me. Well, actually, I don't think it should amaze me at this point. What on earth? Safety cars coming in this lap. Right. Safety cars coming in. Danger tires will control the field. We'll get back into green flag racing very shortly. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to continue, going to stop their lengths. I don't think there's even any point to do so. Danger times. Still in the field. Pulling up slowly. Back into green flag racing again. Danger times is in the lead, followed by Pillars and Julian. Black Box is getting past Tegan Wellraven, that's for 9th. Silly Sly Guy's gone past Nolsey, that's for 13th. Robbie, though, is trying to get past Troye for 5th place. Making the way to turn 2, he's on the outside, looking around the outside. And I think he should be able to get that stick. He's got more grip than the Aston Martin does. He's in the 5th place. Turn 5. Times leads. Julian's in 3rd. Miller's behind in 2nd. Julian in 3rd. Jordy Box in 4th. Robbie in 5th. I'm trying to close in on this. Leader, at least for the moment. Troy in 6th. Scotty in 7th. Sloth in 8th. And he's got a 3-second time calling. Oh my Chazza. What did he get? What was this? 3 seconds. Black Box is a 9th, and then T.O. Wellraven rounds off in the top 10, at least for the moment. Next lap, DRS will be enabled. Pillars are still behind McLaren. For the time being. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. DRS will be enabled next lap. My bad. Turn 1, up towards turn 2. And here comes Robbie down the inside of... Ooh, actually, no, he's trying to defend off of Jordy Boxtel. Jordy goes down the inside and he gets through into turn 3 and takes 4th ahead of the Ferrari. There's some done in the lead there from the past driver. Next target will be Julian if we can catch up to him. He's currently at a 1.1 second margin between him and Julian. At least for the moment. Yellow flags about. That Sly Guy. He's spun. That's at the. That's in between the exit of 5 and the entry of 6. He's getting going again. Oh, dearie me. Not been the greatest day for Silly Sly Guy. I can definitely say that. Staying on by 6/10, 2 danger times. Making their way toward the line of DRS is now enabled again. We'll try to do everything he can to get close to that McLaren. Robbie, though, looking to some kind of move on. Jordy Boxtel couldn't find anything there. So far, everyone's calm and steady, at least for the moment. As Sly Guy goes into the pit lane to get his front wing fixed from the way it looks. Let him set soft tires. He's going to try to go about 16 laps in those tires. And I can definitely tell you they're not really going to make it, I think. Turn 8, then turn 9. Gap is right now half a second. Separating the top two. The McLaren and the Mercedes. Miller's trying to get closer to him, to danger times. Julian's still hanging about. He's still there. Top three are trying to pull away a little bit. Killers gets a bit of an awkward entry there in turn 14. He has DRS though, so he will be able to close in on danger times, gain that time back. Not close enough to do anything there. As B. Robbie is still battling with Jordy Boxel, he gets through. He has DRS again. Jordy Boxel is defenseless on this situation. He'll have to sell fourth or fifth, or at least for the moment. Gearbox there. Pillar's still hanging on, at least for now. Yeah, you just can't really do anything to this section. There's just not really enough room to do anything. You're stuck behind all that dirty air. You can't really fix it. Yeah, you can see there, Julian just going wide there. Makes it a bit harder for the car to follow. Robbie, though, meanwhile, he's trying to get to DRS range. He's about there. I think he won't get DRS in this situation because he was just under a second in the detection zone. Robbie sets the fastest lap with a 1:17.536. Pillar's not close enough to do anything there. No one's really making any sort of moves, at least for now. Chazo's on the back of Cartboy. That's Cartboy down in 15th. Of course, he's been struggling with his internet. Sly Guy's just all the way down at 14th. And a new follow as well, DNF Lukey. Thank you for the follow-up as well. And also to Keen. Wait. Is that it's probably the same one. Fair enough. But still, appreciate the follow at least. As Sly Guy sets fast up with a 1:16.4. Scotty, though, is trying to get past Troy. At turn 8, he gets through into 6th. Nicely done there by the Mercedes-Benz. I gotta say, though, Scotty, though, has had a good race so far. He started 19th. He's up into 6th place. He's been working his way through the field, at least to the best of his abilities. Normally, you would see Scotty out by lap 1 or 2, from what I've seen in the previous times I've watched Division 1, but no, he's actually done a very good job. I will say that. Miller's trying to close in on danger times. Still not close enough to do anything there. Yeah, I figured. One person with 2 guys. No problem, Lukey. But still, finish the follow-up. Ooh, that's Robbie there going very wide there at turn 2. Away through turn 4 now. Pillars still hanging on. Can't really do anything at this moment. That's the nature of the racetrack. Same gap. Pillars has lost a bit of ground again because of the dirty air. It's about 6/10 behind danger times. Hasn't really increased or decreased unless he has DRS, which obviously he'll get. So he just can't do anything about this. Even with him being on the medium tires, and I can say the same sort of Robbie. Both of them on the medium tires just can't do anything. Turn 2, with the gap still the same and not close enough for the Pillars. Wants to sound like a broken record at this point. Figures that was close. Yeah. So in the top 10, that's from the leader. He goes about 7 seconds behind, so the field's been somewhat close. said, the nature of the racetrack, you just can't really pass. It's just not how it works. Yeah, France. Oh, not France, Hungary. I said France. But still, yeah, you can't find any way to pass. Oh, Chaz has had another moment. Same corner as well as on the first lap. He's had a moment at turn 7. Dylan or any of the admins, if you want to put in the Discord link for this man, please do so now. Thank you, man. Wilson. Very much appreciate, my good sir. Pillar is not close enough to do anything again. It's still the same gap. Slowly though, I mean, well, oh, hang on. Who's on a moment there? Was that Shaza? I think it was on him. Yeah, the real flags for him. Going again. Turn 4. But these being feeling a bit of frustration just because you can't pass anywhere on this track. It's just a pain. Just sucks. You're stuck behind this train and you can't get past, and you just thereabouts. Robbie's though low on battery. I saw the flashing red light on the back of his car. Danger time still working away. How much battery is still close going? 16%, really? How much is it? Danger time's got 79. So Danger Times are doing a really good job just managing that ERS. Despite the fact he doesn't have DRS to defend himself. I don't know how you could be at that low of battery when you're following a car with DRS. There you go. Scotty, meanwhile, is getting closer to Jordy Boxstall. The gap right now is 0.6 of a second as Jordy Boxstall has lost the ground to the top 4. Closing in also is Troye in the Aston Martin. Yeah, like I've been saying all along, I said Julian needs to get past pillars, but he just can't find a way past because he's stuck with DRS. The nature of the racetrack is Scotty gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Third driver to get a penalty right there. Pillars again with DRS. He's got the flashing red light. You can see that on the back of the Mercedes-Benz. Turn 1, then turn 2. Yellow flags. That's for Shaza again. Spinning before the entry of turn 14. I think he might have got damaged, so... Oh, and as he spins into the pit lane. Oh, he might want to get going quickly, otherwise he's going to get disqualified. That was a little bit silly, I'd say there. I know you're frustrated, but you've got to be very careful. As Chaza has retired in the pit lane, so there's your first pit and quit. That'll be minus 3 points for him. About 27:35. Danger Time still leads, only by 6.5 of a second. Yellow flags about, that's for Carboy, I think. Now we got yellow flags, that's for Chaz's car not despawning. Danger Time's just holding on, at least for the moment. Pulled about a couple of tenths in that gap. Probably used a tiny bit of battery there to pull away with it. As, oh, did Tico spin? He has. He's got a missing front wing. Yeah. He must have spun in the middle sector, I want to assume. Black box, close. That wasn't up there to get past Sully. thought it was rear trumpet. I think he didn't have DRS there, so the rear wing of his house not open. Yellow flag's about. That is for. It's just one yellows. Set to one yellows, obviously. There's Sly Guy just going through there, but he's not having any sort of trouble. Yellow flags again with Sly Guy is, but he's not really having, unless he is having trouble, but. No, he's burning fuel so he can go for that fastest lap. That's what he's doing. Billy still has DRS, not close enough to do anything. Julian's still behind, Robbie's still behind. Can't do anything to get past. Scotty though right now in 5th place. Jordy Box still behind him. Sloth in 8th and Sully in 9th. Blackbox round up in top 10. Yeah, overheating, has been one of the common issues, obviously, around Hungary. I do agree. Track temperature is quite hot usually because, obviously, I think the game judges it off of like the time of the month because obviously this race is taken during the summer as Tigo Railway gets past Sly Guy. So obviously around that time Hungary gets very hot, and as a result you get very hot track temperature, results in tires overheating quite dramatically. Still has DRS. Again, he's not close enough. I don't know why he's using battery though. He should try to save battery while he still can. Still in the back of danger times. He doesn't really need to like push until the final lap. Yeah, like I said, it's just you can't pass here, or you can barely pass. Like I mentioned in the intro. It's like Monaco without walls. You just can't pass around here. Track's narrow and yeah, not much anything. But yeah, Scotty is starting to slowly catch with this train now. I think it's because of the medium runners' tires starting to struggle out there a little bit. But then again, he does have a 3-second time penalty. Oh, it's spinning. That's Troye. Into the wall he goes. He's got no front wing. He gets going again. Oh, that's such a shame. He was looking at a point scoring finish, and now he's going to be going down the order. He's down to 11th now. He will be ahead of Tigo Wellraven because he is a long, long way behind. Pillars, meanwhile, has closed in more on safety times. He was a little bit closer than what I've seen him do. Gets a 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. Yellow flags about. I'm guessing that's the Sly Guy trying to just burn off some fuel. Again, going for fastest lap, or it could be for Convoy. One of the two. Right about that area, at least. Danger times, working his way through the chicane, through turn 8 and then 9. Gap's still hovering about 6/10. Has been for a long time now. Though Julian is starting to lose a little bit of ground. And I think it's because of the tires starting to overheat a little bit more. Look at the gap now. It's now about 9/10. He's losing almost touching distance of DRS. I think he'll still get it. Yep, he does. Only just by about a 10th. He's a 10th under that 1 second range. As Tigo, he's spun again, has he? Well, he's got no. His front wing's okay. just ghosted this. Never mind. I thought for a moment I saw Danger Times be ghosted, but no, never mind. Meanwhile, Pillars is still hanging on the grass with the McLaren. We've got 4 more laps to go here. Gap's about 0.6 of a second. Pillars is still hanging on the back. Danger Times. It's not close enough to do anything though, at least for the moment. From what I can see, it's still going to be the same story again on the next lap. I think those medium tires are going to be struggling there for Julian and Robbie. They've been on those tires for about over 20 laps. We've got 2 more laps to go in this race. Scotty has closed in. He's got DRS range, I think. Yeah, he does. He's got DRS. There's Jordy Boxtel. He probably will pick up 5th place, judging by Scotty's 3 seconds he's got. Gap still hovering about 4.5 tenths separating. Top 2 is Troy, gets fastest up the race with a 1:16 flat. They turn 11. Man, we've had 352 comments. That is quite something. That's the most comments I've seen in an entire stream anytime I've commented or anything. Could be the say it's a puncture territory, Mushroom. I don't think you're wrong there. We'll have to wait and see. But I mean, they're still keeping up. Only just though. 2 more laps to go. Yep, right now it's just 6.5 tenths. Pillar is not close enough to do anything there. Scotty though is closed in a little bit more. Top 6 are just close to one another, but they just can't do anything at this moment. Well, if Pillars wants to get the race win, I probably will say by the next lap is when he has to pounce. The only way he can do it at this point. Yeah, I think the mains will be fine. I mean, you never know with the game, though, where they can have a sudden puncture, even though there's, like, probably, well, I guess what they have right now is, like, 60-something%, maybe 70%. The, medium runners. Well, at least it's good to know that you can do a one-stop. This off medium stretch around here. Anyway, on to the final lap. Danger Time still leads. Pillars has got DRS. He's using every single bit of battery that he's got. But unfortunately, he is not close enough to do anything there, so he has to stay behind. The McLaren leads for now. Through turn 1, then turn 2. Again, he has DRS, but he has no resources whatsoever to get past the McLaren. He stays behind, at least for the time being. Another Sly Guy. So, unless Danger Times makes a mistake, I think Danger Times has got this. There's a Sly Guy there. Behind. Currently 2nd. Julian, Robbie 4th. Scotty that was in 5th, but I think he's going to drop down to 6th because of that 3-second time penalty he's got, so Jordy Boxtel will take that away from him. Got drama a little bit in some parts of the race, but in the second half of the race of the Hungarian Grand Prix, Danger Times maintained the lead throughout the entire time, even with the slim margin. Around the final corner for the final time, Danger Times will cross the line and wins the Hungarian Grand Prix as Scotty crashes into the wall there at the final turn. Pillars will come up in second place, Julian in third, followed by V. Robbie, then Jordy Boxtel, Scotty in sixth place. Definitely will be driver of the day in my books, from 19th to 6th. Definitely a great result overall. Sloth in 7th, Sully in 8th, Black Box completes 9th place, Nalzi in 10th. 11th will be Tigo Wellraven, followed by Sly Guy, Troy, and Carpone. I think Troy will get the fastest lap, if I'm correct. Yeah, he will claim fast lap, so he will score that extra point. As Cartboy just slams into the wall. There. Tigo Wellraven crosses the line in 11th place. Sly Guy has no front wing, so obviously he will not get fast lap. Let alone, well, Troy can try to get past him. Sly Guy has no downforce. Oh. Alright. Oh, okay. That was interesting. Alright. Alright. And there we are. Race done and dusted here in Hungary. Scotty given driver of the day. 19th to 6th place. 13 places he gained over the course of the race. It's now time for the podium celebrations. There's another victory for Danger Times. Back on the top set of the podium. I'm not sure when he got the last victory, but I know he's won in the past. But good victory for him nonetheless. Managed to keep in front. Pretty much stayed there. Pillars gained second place. I'm sure he'll be happy with that result. And then Julian gained third place. Not a bad result there from the Dutch driver as well. And there are the unofficial results. Danger Times claims the victory over Pillars, followed by Julian. That is your top three. Robbie and Jordy Boxtel, the two Division 2 drivers, will claim 4th and 5th place. Scotty will finish in 6th place, followed by Sloth in 7th, Solly in 8th, Black Box in 9th. Nalzi completes the top 10, so he's the final point scoring finisher. Tio Raven in 11th, Troy in 12th. He'll claim fastest lap because he did finish with the fastest lap, so he gets that extra point, even for them outside the point scoring finishes. Sly Guy in 13th, Cartboy in 14th. And there are your results of DNFs. Chaza, Epic the Animal Blaze, Crazy Bill, and Lynx. Although Lynx had the stupidest disqualification I've ever seen in my life. But nevertheless, that is the end result. Right, I guess I'll make my way over to the Combox now, and the Combox chat, and then we'll interview the guys. Make sure actually my iOS headset to controller. See, let me make sure if cool. Thanks, Farth. But yeah, not a bad race overall. Although it was bloody boring towards the end, of course, with the phase of Hungary. Can't find any way to pass unless there's a bit of drama that happens, of course. Anyway, let's get into the show. Well, wait. Well, actually, we've got one of them in here already. One of the podium finishers. I've got Pillars in here. Pillars, if you can hear me. Actually, can you hear me, my guy?
Yeah, I can hear you, mate.
Easy. All right. Well, congratulations on second place. Even though I think you wanted it a little bit more than that. Obviously, you got pole position, but of course in Hungary, yeah, the nature of the track, you just can't find a way to pass. But no, it's still a good result. You got a podium out of it. Talk me through though exactly your experience in Hungary.
Yeah, it's alright. I'm sick to death of looking at the back of McLaren. But other than that, no, like, I mean, I wanted to say the RS, but obviously I had Julian behind me and I didn't know how much he was pushing, so I just kept having to delete the battery on that straight and just make sure I covered him off before I actually started worrying about Danger Times. But, I mean, you know, the way Danger Times drove today with someone in his DRS, I mean, I can't fault that, and Julian taking mediums to the edge of the earth as well, so fair play to those two boys as well.
Yeah, no, Danger Times, he was saving a lot of ERS. He had like, I remember last time I checked him with his ERS management, he was like well over 80% in when he was ahead of you, while he was still behind with DRS. Yeah, it was really amazing.
Yeah, I got told he was on 75 and I was on a lonely 11, so I was like, yeah, great. This ain't gonna happen for me, but you know, I mean, I take P2 as it is. So.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, I think Julian, well, he was a bit the same boat as you actually. I think if I remember like when I checked on him, he was like around 25 or 30%. I want to say with his ERS management, like while he was behind you. So he didn't really save much of it either. I think also he was trying to push to get past you, of course, because he was on the medium tire, like you mentioned. But yeah, of course.
Yeah, to be fair, that's second safety car help because he, you know, with obviously Slow Guy staying out.
Yeah.
It was going to be tough for me to hold him off because obviously the pace wasn't going to be as quick as obviously what it was in that second safety car restart with Danger Times and pressure. So got away with one, but we'll take it.
Yeah, apparently I see in the comment section. Apparently his tire wear was at 55% at the end of the race.
Yeah, I mean, I was losing my absolute mind in the chat I was in, just wondering how he's actually still on the track. But I mean, fair play to him because I wouldn't have even attempted that. So I mean, no credit to him.
All right. Well, with that also, next week we've got Spa. How are you feeling going into that race?
Yeah, I mean, like a bit of Spa, but obviously with this division, how tight it is, it's going to be another tough race. So, I mean, hopefully we can get another result, but yeah, this division's mental, so take points at best.
Yeah, I can agree on that. I mean, you guys were extremely close in qualifying. I remember, like, in qualifying, you guys were separate by about, I want to say it was like 7 or 8 tenths, like, from Q3, like, from the rest of the field. It was very cool to watch, actually, not gonna lie, from a spectator POV. But, anyway, good job, though, in second place. I'm sure you're gonna be wanting a better result, though, once you get to Spa, obviously.
I mean, hopefully if I get pole, then obviously I can go one better, but, I mean, I played in the podium. So.
Yeah, exactly. You still get a good amount of points, so that's also...
Exactly, and I mean, my points total is not one to look at, so...
Yeah.
That'll make it a little bit brighter, but, you know, move on. We move.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I think no one else is coming on, so I guess we can stop it here. Well, that's the conclusion there of the Hungarian Grand Prix, or the week of the Hungarian Grand Prix. Tune in tomorrow as we're going to start fresh and brand new as we go into the next round of the championship, round 15. And of course, Division 7 will kick that off tomorrow, but of course, for Division 1, we'll have to wait till next week. Until then, I've been K1997. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next week for the next round of the championship at Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps for the Belgian Grand Prix. That is going to be quite an interesting race, I reckon, for pretty much every single division, so tune in throughout the week on that. Until then, it is goodbye.